Everyone, Scotty Collier, West Ham Fan TV. Welcome to the big match preview. The international break is finally over. The Premier League returns, and what a game to return to. 4:30 kickoff on Sunday against Tottenham Hotspurs. Big game, tough opposition, tough run of fixtures coming up. We need another big performance like we saw against Leicester. Totally dominated Leicester from start to finish, in my opinion. You know, they had a bit more of the ball, but we did a lot more with it. And the fact that their top goal scorer, Jamie Vardy, had less touches than both goalkeepers goes to show how well we defended and how well we performed in that game. And we need to carry that on. International break come at the wrong time for us. You know, it's very disappointing. I just hope that we can get going from where we left off. But saying that as well, you know, Spurs will be thinking the same, that the international break come at the wrong time for them as well. When you look at, we are unbeaten in our last 2 league games without conceding a goal. We've got that poor performance against Everton in the Carabao Cup thrown in the middle of them 2 fixtures. But the league performances were top notch. You know, to get clean sheets against Wolves and Leicester, who over the past few seasons are both sides that we've struggled against, just goes to show how far forward we are slowly becoming in the progression of the unity of the side and the awareness of what everybody's doing. Everybody has a role and they seem to be sticking to it. So, yeah, you know, hopefully we can go on and put a decent performance in this one as well. As I said, Spurs, last time I dismantled Manchester United 6-1. That's no mean feat. United ain't the United of old, but to go to Old Trafford and put 6 past them takes some doing. And they did it. And this is the thing with their attacking threat. We do have to be very, very wary. I think they've got 13 goals in their last 2 games, unbeaten in their last 6 fixtures as well. So this isn't going to be an easy one. Injury-wise, Ryan Fredericks is missing for us. Masuaku picked up a knock away on international duty. Hopefully he's going to be fit for this one because he's hit a bit of form. Be very, very disappointed for him as a player. You know, if he has to sit this one out, because I just think he's found his feet again. We're seeing the Masuaku we saw of old as that attacking threat. You know, he's looking exciting to watch again. So I think he's a player that we definitely need for this game. So fingers crossed he's fit and available for this one. Obviously, Dawson will come into the squad after signing on a season-long loan. Diop returns after his self-isolation due to COVID, along with David Moyes, who returns to the touchline. And I'm sure Moyes himself won't want to be returning to the touchline and seeing a defeat, especially the fact that he sat at home and managed the last 2 games and we've won them comfortably. So, you know, he's going to be well up for this one. Spurs injury-wise, they will be without Eric Dyer. He picked up a knock playing for England, so he'll probably miss out on this one. They've got a couple of other injuries as well. But the one thing Spurs fans will be looking forward to is seeing the return of Gareth Bale. They've been posting videos all week of him training. You know, Bale is a quality talent, a very, very good player. He hasn't played a lot of football late, so that could play into our hands. Be interesting to see whether they start him on this one or whether they bring him on as a substitute later on in the game. But he is a threat. He's going to make their attack a lot more potent. You know, he's a world-class player. And then when you look at Harry Kane and Son as well, Son is probably one of the best players, in my opinion, that Spurs have got. You know, he's tireless. He doesn't give defenders time to rest. Very skillful, very tricky. His movement is outstanding. So for me, personally, I think he's Spurs' best player. You know, Tottenham fans may disagree, but he's a very good player. So we need to be wary of that. But I do think Tottenham can be good defensively. I think if we apply pressure in the right places at the back, we can get some joy. You know, Antonio has caused Tottenham problems in the past, and I can see him doing it again in this one. You know, Mourinho prides himself on being defensively hard to beat, but I just think if we can get about their back line and press higher up the pitch, we can cause them a few problems. Stats-wise, going into this, we've only got 1 win in our last 6. That was the 1-0 victory in their first game at their new stadium. And the other interesting stat that's stacked against us, David Moyes has never beaten Jose Mourinho. So that is a heavy, heavy stat going against him. But he's going to, as I said, he'll be up for this one. The boys will be up for this one. Tough run of fixtures coming up. Be good to start back after the international break on you know, with a win. So fingers crossed we can go out there and get it. I'm not going to predict it. As I said, I don't do no predictions. So yeah, fingers crossed we put the performance in, show the spirit and the fight and the desire that we've seen in our last 2 league games. Take this into this one, you know, and see what happens. Thank you very much for watching. Check out all our other videos. Friday Night Pint will be this probably. I'm filming this on Friday afternoon. It probably won't go up till Saturday. So check that one out if you haven't already. Post Match Pint will be after the game. I believe we're doing a watch along. There will be fan cams after the game as well. So make sure you check all them out. Subscribe to the channel. If you interested in the merchandise that we've got t-shirts and hoodies and jumpers, you know, especially now the weather's getting a bit cold. Check out the store. The link's in the description below. And if you'd like to sign up as a patron, the link for that is also in the description below. As I said, thank you very much for watching. One thing left to say, come on you Irons.